Oh, I think my cord might have been a little loose. How about now? Hey, there we go. Now I'm hearing me. All right, so I had a loose cord, so let's start this over. So, welcome everyone to my show. We'd like to edit out the first 5 minutes of that. Uh, Episode number 88. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about the OCS, recap what's been going on here in the month. We're going to go and check out some stuff on the PC site. I will reveal the June OCS foil card on this show, and then we're going to do something a little different. Hopefully, do something a little different than what I normally do on my show, and keep things fresh, mix it up, do something I don't think I've done before. So we'll give that a whirl. But as I was talking about when you guys couldn't hear me last week, Myers and Stubley were sitting there at the top of the leaderboard with these two guys breathing down their necks. Well, they have both played enough games and have now passed them. Adam's in the clubhouse at 11 and 1. He is your current leader. And Steve picked up his 11th win. He's 11 and 0. So he's sitting above both of these guys right now. Trailing back here, Silver Glen and Charlie have both squeezed in a couple of games to really up their totals. They're at 9 and 1 right now. They're basically going to have to win out, and then you look at Silver Glen's not bad at 46. Charlie's in a pretty rough spot here at 38. Even if he wins out his last two games, he would have to beat like Steve and Justin for his last two games. Because anybody else down here that he beats, they're not going to boost his win percentage enough to really make up this 38%, unless he's played some games against some people like over here who just have only played a couple of games and they go on a roll and pick up some wins. It's going to be hard for Charlie to make a move there. Um, Silver Glen, again, 2 wins to go. Could certainly make a push, but he's got to win both games to pick up the 6 points to tie Adam, and then also pick up enough win points, opponent win percentages along the way to adjust. So certainly going to be could be a heated last 25 hours because that's all that's left in June. 25 hours in the June OCS because we go by this server time over here, which is I want to say it's Greenwich Mean Time, but I don't know with time zones in Eastern Daylight. I mean, yes, I think it's Greenwich Mean Time, but I don't know how daylight savings affects that. So uh, I guess it must because it's only 4 hours ahead right now as opposed to 5. So there obviously is some impact on it, but I don't care enough to look it up. Um, so yeah, so just under 25 hours for people to get their last minute games in, and there are a handful of people, at 11, 10 games who are going to be trying to get to their 12th. Going down here a little bit, you got some people at 9, 11. These guys are going to be trying to get to their 12 games. Then you come over here. You got some people who are going to try and get to 8 at least, pick up their 8th game to at least qualify for the foil. I'm currently sitting in the midst of my worst month ever. Probably one of the worst tournament performances I've had in a decade. Um, yeah, May was rough, and I don't know that I started off June thinking about Star Wars very well, and therefore not playing about Star Wars very well. Um, Certainly have had some close games, some tough opponents, but yeah, this has been June has not been good. June has not been good, and we're going to try and rectify that with these last two games. Get the ship turned around, moving in the right direction as we roll into July. And on that note, as we wrap up the June OCS, if you're wondering what the foil slip is and whether or not it's worth it for you to cram in those last couple of games, let's take a look. It is an AI of Count Dooku. Ooh, Dooku. See if you can't. There we go. So that is our AI slip of Count Dooku. A little further away, not quite as much of a close-up as the regular version, but you can see more of his cloak and stuff in this one. And one of the earlier months is the Dooku's lightsaber. So Now we've got some Dooku love going on here. Combine that with maybe the new Evil is Everywhere, and you can have a Dooku Maul type themed deck, whether it's a stunning move or just an SSA mains kind of thing. Evil is Everywhere Episode 1 Combat, that could probably do pretty well too. We're going to play that later. No. So yeah, so you got 25 hours, get your last handful of games in here, and one thing I do, of course, want to point out is we're wrapping up this month of the OCS. 2 months left to go, and there were certainly looks like Paul's going to stay at the top of the at-large bid leaderboard, and then some of the other positions are going to move around a little bit. Somewhere in here, I want to say it's the first. Oh, it's this one. It's the cumulative standings. Uh, Joe's been doing a pretty good job of keeping this updated, and we thank him for that. So looking at the cumulative standings, Paul at 40-8 had the best record of anyone over the first 4 months. It's basically 10-2, 83.33% win percentage, and with another 10-2 month, he will continue that trend. And then looking down at some of the other at-large people, Echo Base Trooper looks like he could possibly qualify. That would take him off the board. Same thing with Silver Glen. One of these two seems like they're in the position to qualify this month. So that would open it up, and then you've got opportunities for Gavino, Coffee Pass. Stubley had a good month and moved up. I'm obviously going to drop like a freaking stone here, but can still bounce back, right? Maybe pick up 2 wins in these last games, maybe not drop as far, and then I just have to, go like 11-1 next month and not qualify. Um, stranger things have happened. And then some of the other guys, Charlie's been having a good month, so he's obviously going to move up. So these positions all down in here for people fighting for that second at-large bid spot. They're all going to really hope that at some point along the way, Paul finally does qualify, because that'll open up some things down here for these guys. But yeah, otherwise, one of them is basically spoken for, and then you got everybody competing for one at-large bid. But the other thing coming up here, we are about a week and a half away from the start of Online Play Week. It's not even weekend anymore; it's Online Play Week, and it's a little more than a week. You can see it covers 2 weekends. We talked a little bit about this last week. There will be new exclusive hologram foils. I just looked at them, and they're pretty cool. Not going to lie, they are pretty cool. They are episode 1 themed. I will give you that clue. They are episode 1 themed alternate image hologram characters. And that is the only spoiler that I will reveal. Next week's show, as we lead up to Online Play Week, because it starts on the 10th, on Friday the 10th. So when I do my show on, the 6th? Monday the 6th, I will reveal one of the 2 cards, and then I'll leave the other one as an Easter egg. People want to find it on GEMP throughout the weekend, they can, and then I will reveal the second one Monday the 13th on my show that week, during the middle of Online Play Week. For those of you who haven't found it or didn't bother to look, so that's the plan with those. But you look at some of the previous foils we've had: Snoke and Kit Fisto, Grievous and Isla, Phasma and Commander Cody. So all sorts of interesting stuff. Obviously, you just have to play any format and then submit your game link. All the information is down here for what you need to submit and to where. Make sure to send it to this email address. They'll compile a list, they'll send it to me, and I will stick that in the pile with the rest of the OCS foils and stuff, which, now that I've received them all from Kevin, they just arrived just a couple days ago. I've started the arduous process of sorting out 5 to 6 months of basically 5 months of OCS results at this point. I don't know if I'll get them all in the mail out anytime soon before this event, in which case then I may hold off so that I can combine them all together and send one package with 5 months and a 6th foil here, the online weekend foils. I may try and ship them out sooner, though. If I can, I will try and ship them out sooner. Um, and then we'll just do these with July and August, and then the online play weekend foils, combine them all together, and ship those in Wave 2 to go out sometime in September, just in time for the European Championships and the World Championships, if those events still take place live with COVID, the coronavirus. So that's what we got going on there. Obviously, again, you can play any format. Jawa, sealed, shields, my card only, foils, whatever floats your boat. Just play a game in any time during those 9 days and send your information, and you get not one but two foils, one for each side of the force, and they are hologram alternate image cards that are exclusive to this weekend and have not been reproduced and given out at any other events. All right, so that takes care of that. Now, this is where we're going to mix it up a little bit, because normally I'd hop into one of these games and be like, oh, let's see what's going on here, and let's jump in, and watch a game, and we'll talk about what's going on with the players. But I said the clock is ticking over here, and it is ticking away. And I've got 25 hours, and I still have 2 OCS games to play. So I'm going to try and play one of those games right now. So I'm going to black out my screen for a minute, and I'm going to pick a deck, and I'm going to hope it works. And we're going to try and get an OCS table going. And since that can take anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes for somebody to actually accept, we will just talk about some Star Wars stuff in the meantime while we're sitting around waiting. But first things first. Oh, hey, thanks for renewing your subscription. Month number 4, Decrepit All. Okay, so we got to blank out my display. Now I have to figure out what deck I want to play. I apologize for not doing this beforehand. All right, so I think this is the one that I want to use. So we're going to put up an OCS table. And I'll make sure I did change that card. Okay, I did change that card. All right, and then we're going to put it back. And then I will turn back on my display. All right, so yeah, we review my games. Yeah, we're going to review my games and talk about all the things I've done wrong this month, because there are a lot of them. And the good news is I've recognized almost all of them immediately after they've done that. Like, yeah, this is where I went wrong. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. This is not going to be good. Whew. It's Steve Baroni. It's 11-0. He's going for 12-0. It's Legend against Entanglements. Retro. This should be interesting. I'm also going to kill his win percentage whether he wins or loses. So if he loses this game, it's really going to hurt his win percentage as well. So he's going to be 11-1. I'm going to try, Adam. I'm going to try. Steve doesn't watch my show ever, so I don't have to worry about moving my chat box or whatever like that. Justin might, but probably not. I know Steve doesn't watch my show. So we're going Endor Shield. We're going mob points. We're going arrest order. Yeah, my 2 wins this month. I beat Chris Menzel and I beat Bastion. Bastion was the infamous game where he played the. I played the. It could be worse. He played the Omnibox. It's worse, and then spent like 15 force. And I had the. It's a hit to cancel it. Okay, so. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm playing Troopers. Okay, so I forget how to play this deck. This is going to be interesting. All right, so I get my Executor and I get my Admirals. Yep, Goldenrod. Okay, guess he's afraid of Blizzard 4. I need Ozzel. And I need Piet. And then we're going to activate some force. I am not going to get the troopers just yet. We're going to try and keep that one under our hat until we're all ready to flip. Flippity flip. And go from there. It's probably going to get spoiled when I play Justice, but because I'm sure I'm going to pull something trooper related. Believe in the heart of the cards. All right. Okay. All right, so I got that. Can't force drain. Let's go look for a docking bay. Okay, so there's my Executor docking bay. And I will get my Tatooine Battleground site. Let's go with Mos Espa. We're going to drop Decree because there's a good chance there'll be. You know what? Probably not, but I might need that to draw. So, Ozzel as a pilot. Do I want? Yeah, I need to get cards out of my hand, so we're going to Justice, and I'm sure we're going to give up some information here. Yep. Madi Barrier Tactical Support. So we just. It's kind of impossible to reveal that, but. Or not reveal that blindly. But it's almost like I want to just deploy Piet at this point. But Legend could have spies, and he gets more than enough force. Maybe I'll just screw it and deploy him to the... No, we're just going to draw a few, I think. All right. He's going to grab Leia. And he's going to grab a second Leia. I'll throw a Leia back. Probably get Rey of some form, whether it's EPP or not. Took Finn. Interesting. Alright, he's got the saddle in hand. Does he have Luke, or does he have to... Nope, he's going to dig out Luke, which he knows is there, because obviously he just did that. There's Luke. No, I don't want to barrier him. Stupid game. And he's just going to pass and draw a few, it looks like. Oh, he wants to revert. I'll allow it. He hasn't done anything else. So he's got to pull Luke. Which he does again. I still don't want to barrier him. Ah, get a location. Yep. That's fine. The cliffs. I gotta read this one. I saw people start switching this up, but if Luke here are out of play, force projection is immune to sense. Okay. While Luke here, attrition against you everywhere is +1. Okay. I doubt Luke will really ever be there, but there's always a possibility of it, right? Okay. All right. I think I'm going to tactical and throw away the other tactical. And let's get some troopers. You deploy for 1. You are just the best trooper ever. And you react, which is always a good thing. Then we'll activate a whole bunch of force. And cross our fingers he doesn't have Grimtosh. It's not really a card that Steve's known for playing, so I felt a little comfortable there taking that risk. Alright, let's use the objective first because there's more of a chance. Yep. So no docking bay in there. Both Gicks are in there, though. Yes, there's only... Put Moss Eisley over there. Alright, so he's got a whole heap and pile of force with which to work with. I've got the Trooper Assault, I've got the Occupation. It would be nice to have more locations, but I can get those on future turns. Do I want the Admiral's Order? If he's playing just a Tantive, I don't want to make his guys deploy cheaper. But it would be nice to get... Well, I can get Piet out cheaper, and then at least I'll know where that is. Yeah, all these tough choices. I think I'm going to take the laser cannon battery, because if he's playing the Tantive, it's going to be nice to shoot the damn thing and get rid of it. And I can deploy it as a react, so he won't know. Alright, so I got 13 force. Let's drop an Emperor. Let's drop a biker scout. Tartag, thank you for renewing your subscription. Now we're flipped. Now I can put out occupation. Hmm. Hmm. Not quite the sprawl I was hoping for. We'll shuttle him up as a pilot. Give me some extra forfeit up there. Alright, this is the part where we get our ass kicked. He's going for the Tantive. Now, obviously, I do have the issue with his objective with the laser cannon, because he can obviously just flip and stop me from shooting. He's playing everything. Do I care about leadership if I have justice? Do I care about him limiting me? Probably not, because I'm not really adding any. No, that's fine too. He's just got all the good stuff. See who's getting Holdo maybe? Taking the Leia back that he put back the turn before, so he can then brave resistance again. He took General Kenobi. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this game. It's probably a bad pull, but if he had sense, he probably would have played it on sense the tactical support. But all right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at some R2s. He's got an escape pod and a free ride combo, so those are going to be obviously this is one you want to grab. This one he can still loop around though. EPP Ray, getting kind of good leadership, bunch of characters. Yep, he's got a force pile once per game dig still. He's going to get Ray. Yeah, now Dan always says I'm not a good guy, so And I keep trying to get on your show, but uh-oh. GEMP just crash. But things keep conspiring against me. Well, first Jerry, decided to have a different guest instead. Um, all right, deploy phase. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent matchup for Steve. He's gonna go dig a card out. He'll get a location. There's Jakku. He could just go set up at his own system, I guess, and try and out damage me. That's probably not going to work with the occupation unless he can loop stuff around. All right, so there's Leia. I'm not overly threatened by her, but I do want to pull a card to stop his retrieval. He's got Rey, I believe, right? Yeah, he's got her. I have to barrier her. Which he will then grab. I do want to get secret plans. See, this is probably a dead shield. That should be coward right now. In terms of other effect shield options, I've got Min who could still get me another shield later. He did pull weapons display. I don't know if Leia's going to want to battle the Emperor alone. These guys don't deploy minus. It's the Admiral's order that makes them cheaper. Okay. Or Gideon or whatever, at that site. I'm so used to seeing Stormtrooper patrols come down for 2. It had to make me think for a second. What do they really cost? I absolutely did respond. You asked me if I wanted to be on your new show this week, and I said absolutely. Third time's the charm. Star Wars Streamer Wars. No, that's still coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you. Stream Wars. Oh, there's Rose. He's going to battle. He's going to cause the 2 force loss. Okay. Which I can then reduce with Decree. And I'll just lose this card. That's another barrier. He will retrieve his fly casual. And he's going to flip his objective right there and put Luke out of play. Okay, so now we can start manipulating stuff, which is great for him. This is huge for me, though, because if he ever does come to space with the Tantive, my laser cannon battery might have a shot of shooting it down. It'll probably end up going to Jakku. Obviously, now he's going to peek and see what he can set up. Do I want any of these cards? Currently, I think the answer is no, I don't necessarily need any of those cards. We're going to hold out. I mean, it would be nice to get the other tactical and then just drop a whole bunch of troopers on him next turn and trooper assault all this stuff away. But I don't think I need to. All right, so he set up a 5, but it was the free ride combo. So he's not playing it, which is good. I've got some decent destiny here. That's a 3. That's alright. I lose 2 cards. He loses Rose. Leia's immune. I lose 2 cards. I will lose this guy and this card. Ah! I forgot I'm not, my immunity's... I forgot about the flip side of the objective. He caps my immunity at less than 5. Oops. So he draws the 5 to clear the Emperor. So then I don't lose 2 cards. I have to lose the Emperor. Alright, so Rose dies. I lose the Emperor. He's immune. He's not going to want to split up to flip me back. So we're still okay. Let's do some damage. A little bit of damage. Alright, so he throws away Menace Fades. He throws away, I'm getting pretty good at this from hand. And then he top decks Rose number 2. I get to peek at some cards. I will take the tactical. I don't know that I have enough troopers left in there, but I like having the 6 in the deck right now, especially with him playing Tantive. Alright, let's try to deploy a Tatooine battleground site. Now we're going to use the desert as a buffer. Why will it not let me deploy that? That was weird. And we're going to drop Vader at that site. Drop that guy at that site. I know I should be spreading out more, but Legend just has so much tricks and manipulation that I just don't want to get caught napping. Second Bay Transit over for free. I will pull Battle Order to make him pay to drain. Have I lost any troopers yet? I think the answer is no. I tactical. It's my starting interrupt. I tacticaled for a tactical. I had to lose a force from weapons display, and that was a barrier, and then that's the Emperor sitting on top, so. Now I feel a little better. Now I feel like I can spread out a little more. We're both activating a bajillion. And yes, that is a real number. And I should let the record reflect, at this point in time in this tournament for this month, Dan is actually ahead of me in the standings. He's going to rescue. Okay. This is the annoying part of Legend. They have so many of these one-off cards, and they have such ways to maneuver around to put them where they want to. Did he just go get the free ride combo? Probably. Oh, it's a drain +1 from those guys. It's a drain of 3. We're probably never deploying that. Hey, now I got a trooper I can retrieve. Five, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 5, 1, 4. So he's got a profundity in there too. Okay. But otherwise it's 1, 1, 2, and then everything is 4 or higher. Not a big surprise there. There's Chewie coming down in front of some troopers. With Finn. Finn will get the blaster proficiency. Yeah, this will hurt a little bit. Is there anything I can do about that? Currently, no. So he takes the 2 out of the deck, improving his overall destiny even higher, and almost guaranteeing he's going to hit whatever character he wants, and then he's going to battle, he's going to retrieve. I have to deploy this guy as the react. No, I don't want to cancel my own react, thank you. And then we're going to trooper assault, which I'm sure he'll then... No, oh, he already grabbed decree, barrier, right? Yep, yep, yep. All right, so we're all immune to attrition. Hanum's got enough ability to draw Battle Destiny no matter who Chewie takes out. So we're okay for a moment. It's pick a guy and shoot a guy. No, but we're only immune to less than 5 because of his stupid objective. Yep. And he had a bunch of 4s in there too, so maybe he draws a 4. He didn't have. He had 1 6. This guy would cover 5. I keep forgetting that limiting to immunity thing. Why I don't need to grab the Trooper Assault. Alright. I just need cards at this point, so we're going to have to pick up Mahdi because I need characters. Now he'll peek and take a look and put them in the right spot to figure out whether can he get the 6. He put the reserve deck card back on top, then put the force pile card on top of it. All right. There's the free ride combo. Yep, yep, yep. Which I have to grab if I want to have any snowballs, whatever, in this game. We're way behind. There's not much of a hope in this game, but hey, you never know. You just keep playing. You don't play 4 quarters in this league. All right, so that's a 5. That's all right. That just gets my biker scout. Yes. Now he gets to look at my hand. So now he sees the laser cannon battery. So now if he's going to deploy, he's going to go to Jakku. He's not going to Tatooine now. He doesn't need to go to Tatooine now. He's also ahead. We drew the patrol for Destiny. We can just throw the gun away at this point. It's not going to matter. We need Garrison, that guy, and that guy. We only get to activate 12 because we're so low on cards already because this deck puts so many cards on the table. That's why I don't like playing decks like this. It's like it's turn 4 and I'm down to 15 cards. And a lot of them are here. Too many locations. But, alright, let's do some force draining. He's just top decking cards at this point. Well, I don't know the Trooper. The Trooper Assault adds a bunch of power. If I... You gotta be with a leader. You're a leader. But that's gonna cost me 9 right there. 10, 11, I can squeeze like one more guy out. Then the Trooper Assault doesn't really do a whole lot. You're a leader, but you cost the same. So we take the... Doesn't matter, because he's just going to make me redraw it. So I take the Gick, because I can. Force push at this point. I'm so far behind. Not going to make much of a difference. So we got 2 5s sitting there, so we're guaranteed to draw a 5. But I definitely can't do enough damage in overflow. We'll play Min, so I can at least get my resistance shield. Do I not even battle? Do I just block? Throw that guy there. Now it's a drain of just 2 here. I don't want to battle him. Let's retrieve a trooper. And we'll take back the guy with the highest destiny number. $26 to $12. That is a pretty big remaining life force differential. Legend is a very solid deck, and Steve plays it incredibly well. We're going to keep the 5s on top. I think the least valuable person right now is Madi. Excuse me. All right. Now we're looking at a bunch of 1s. Again, doesn't really mean a whole lot because he can still manipulate them in the battle phase to at least get possibly one of them out of there or pair it up with something better. But he does have Kenobi, and Kenobi can pull a lightsaber. Bail Organa. Obi's got a lightsaber. If he doesn't have draw their fire, we're in great shape. We're not in great shape. We're in playable shape. Come on. Come on, GEMP. I deployed the guy. What is going on? Alright, let's get that patrol down. So at least we draw some battle destiny. Not like it's going to matter against Obi, but hey. Yep. He swings at one. It's almost like I should have saved him for the other site here, but I don't think it makes a difference. Because then he can just shuffle guys to block and still flip me back. Obi swung at Drazen, and he drew a 1. And a 4. Okay, so that guy's hit. And I do not have my Lana combo. So this site's going to get cleared. Yep. He's got the force projection. Right. Alright. But hey, at least we made him play it now, right? So he subtracts from everything, so my battle destiny is 0. Because Obi's immune to less than 6, so he didn't really need to do any of that. So I lose that guy. And I've got 4 battle damage. So I lose that guy. Yep. Give himself some extra cards to work with, just in case there's any type of close call or anything like that. He's not going to want to worry about that. Battle and retrieve with Leia, of course. This is going to be the last turn of this game, by the way. I will grab the barrier just because I can. This is where he clears me. just barely. No Lana combo kind of hurt there. We got Obi stuck. Woo! And we're just going to let this game go. Congrats to Steve Baroni. He is now officially 12 and 0 and in first place. Sorry, Adam. Wasn't much of a great matchup to begin with, and I'm sure I didn't play it optimally either, but but that takes care of one game. One game down, one to go. Ooh. And now somebody's got a game up here. All right. I have to play the other side. Let me find a light side deck. What light side deck do I want to play? Oh, somebody took it down. Or started it. Oh, they started it. All right. So, oh, that was Nick's game. Okay. So Al jumped on that one. All right. Well, I got to play one light side game left. What would I like to play for light side that I think would be fun? All right. We're going to go with this one. And then we'll just put that back to normal. Okay. Yops, old allies. I actually don't have decks lists built for either of those. Um, Maybe I'll work on that for next month. But yeah, congratulations, Dan. You have finished ahead of me for this month. Right? It's mathematically impossible for me to. Where are you at? You got 20 points. Yes, I cannot catch you. If I had won both games, we would have tied. But the best I can do now is get to 18 points. Yeah, and then we're going to spend the next couple days not playing Star Wars. And apparently it's time to actually update some decks and some deck lists and some deck choices, um, and actually respond to the meta shift that we've seen in the last month and a half that I've kind of been only peripherally paying attention to in my team chat and whatnot. You know what though? It was a terrible month. Terrible month. I've only won 2 games. I'm 2-9. But one of those wins was against Bastion, right? So I keyed. I keyed. So who's got a dark side game left? Come on, let's play. Let's play some Star Wars. Let's play some cards. Come on, Mr. Son of a bitch. Let's play some cards. I don't know what accent that was. It kind of came out like Irish, I think, but I'm sure they would be offended by it. Nobody wants to play against me. This problem I was having all weekend is that you just put a game up and you just kind of just sit there and it's like, all right, well, what else am I going to do? Oh, show some foil slips. I did show a foil slip, Dan. I showed the Count Dooku foil slip earlier. You missed it because you're still at work because you live on the other side of the country. But while we're filling some time here, for those of you who may have missed it earlier, June OCS foil slip is Count Dooku AI. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, you're not working because of Corona times? I'm sorry. What happened here? Where's my camera? There it is. Yeah, I'd heard a lot of stuff was starting to reopen and slowly starting that unfurloughing employees and whatnot, but unfortunately, it is still moving at a slow snail's pace. And you can debate why that is somewhere else. The only politics we talk about on this channel are what's going on in the Galactic Senate. Oh, we have an opponent. A new player enters the field. Who we got? Andy. Are you going to show me the proper way to play entanglements? Carbon chamber testing. Haha, I'm playing Prophet. So wait, so you get Jabba's prize, but doesn't that automatically move to my audience chamber? And then flip your objective? Yes, it does. Well, that's interesting. And it's my audience chamber. Oh, he can convert my audience. No, he can't convert my audience chamber because it's on the flip side of the objective to pull it, isn't it? Yep. So he gets to start 2 aliens. He's going to get Darrow and Lady Proxima, and he's going to use Darrow and get Ig. Yeah, but like Han can't move, right? That's the thing. Maybe not. He gets Ig. Okay. And then he's going to go any method start. Okay. Which gives him Despair. And Despair, my character's deploy +1 and his drains are +1. And if he gets Scum out somehow, his total power in all battles is +3. Alright. He took Boba Fett's blaster rifle, the dungeon, and Slave 1 symbol of fear. And I'm going to start I must be allowed to speak. Saitor, and just for poops and giggles, no. We get Seeking. So what? This is virtual Seeking, so I can get these people. We got Luke, we got a Bionic Hand, we got a Chewie, we got a Padme, we got a Rey. That's a decent start. Not gonna lie, it's a decent start. So Han is there. Can he? I don't know if he can move him. I'm gonna have to read this for a second. He can't force drain. He may not be moved while frozen. So is escorting him considered movement? Can Ig not escort him? Or can Ig escort him, just can't move away? That's what we're going to have to find out. The only way to find out is to play the game and see what GEMP does. my grabber. He revealed. Doesn't she have to? No, Proxima doesn't. So he got the Prince or Balatic. Or no escape. Oh, I can't get no escape. It's just pick a guy. He takes Balatic. Okay. While with Han, he may not add Battle Destiny draws or play Interrupt from my lost pile. Well, Han doesn't do either of those things. Okay. While at opponent's battleground, opponent may not cancel or reduce your force drains here, but the objective prevents them from force draining, doesn't cancel it. So that's good for me. So far things are good for me. The other thing that's going to be good for me is he's playing a lot of aliens, so maybe I can pull off this a gift thing. He's going to get Scum out. The objective lets you get Scum. That's cool. While you have a frozen captive at audience chamber, you can get Scum, and it can't be. It's immune to alter. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll pull aim high. A lot of interesting things going on in this situation here. So he's got Boba Fett, and Fett's got a blaster, or should have a blaster. He's piling up a lot of guys in that audience chamber. It's one of those things where it almost makes you wonder, like, do I just go train over here and say screw it? Like, that's fine. You can't drain there, and I don't really care about anything else, so I'll just go somewhere else. No to Iggy escorting. Right. Yep. New leadership is needed. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. I think I do this now. Don't do that again. Let's go grab a gift. Any methods to activate a force. Okay. So we only activate 6. That's not good. Luckily, not really doing a whole lot this first turn. And he's got 10 force, so obviously he could... Yeah, he put the gun on Ig. Okay. He put the gun on Ig. What does this gun even do? If I'm Boba Fett, you can use Fett to relocate, whatever. Otherwise, it's just shoot people, target hit, Destiny +2 greater than defense value. I suppose he could sniper. If he's got a sniper Dark Strike, he could try and sniper my droid or something. That would suck. But what are the odds he's got all that in his opening-ish few cards? Let's go get a farm. Alright, so we got a farm in there, we got a 3PO or an R2. We're going to take the 3PO because we're going to use R2 later probably on his security tower. I know. Why am I deploying the farm? I'm just giving him somewhere to go drain me. Let's get 3PO. And in this particular instance, I don't think I want to get my other Tatooine battleground. I mean, I kind of want the Force, though. I can put the lightsaber back. We can just side tour for that. I think it was in there, but I actually don't remember right now. So we'll just hold off. Pass battle. Move. A gift. Undercover. Pass. Draw. Draw. Pass. Save a Force to run away. That certainly is true. If you had some type of Ellis, you could just load up and Ellis over. Proxima will get him Zam Wessel. Zam Wessel. Let's put a card back. I don't know that I'm going to need the hand right away. Let's put that back. I like that one better. I like to have the hand to take that back now, but if I'd known I was going to draw that, maybe I would have thought about putting a different card down. Alright, so he's got You'll Be Dead for blaster pings. Disarmed a whole bunch of people. Disarmed and old school Dr. E. Mighty Jabba. Does this let... Nope. Deploy up to a bunch of non-unique aliens or retrieve one force for each battleground. Retrieve one force for each of your alien leaders present at any battleground sites. So it's just like all your alien leaders that are at sites, which you've got like 4 or 5 of, between Jabba, Thrawn, the Prince, and Proxima. Retrieve a bunch of force. Okay. It's an interesting card, and it's a 6, so it's not really like it's hurting anything. It's not like it's a 2 that you just have sitting in there. Rats. He had the Probot already. That's some... Yeah, that sucks. Now we just have no choice. We have to go free Han. Broken concentration. Why that card isn't... Well, broken concentration by itself really isn't broken, and it helps against Jedi testing, which is kind of broken. It's the stupid Jawa that we made that unfortunately nobody's ever going to let us fix because of what it represents. We're just going to do this. We're going to force the action. The site isn't there. Okay, so the site was actually on top. I kind of need the activation. But at least I can make it harder for him to walk to it. And I can move right between this one. Oh no, that's his site that he can bounce between. Okay. Let's put... I can pull Lando with this, can I? Yeah. Pull Lando or Chewie. Let's put Lando back. Oh, right, it's Han, because he used Jabba's prize. I forgot I got an extra card. I'm like, what the? Why am I playing two Hans? That's stupid. He's just going to move away so I can set up a gift again. Or at least make him think I'm going to set it up again. All right, 2-4-5. He does have a Lana combo, so he could use Lana to move people. But that's only during the move phase, and if he's moving to me in the move phase, I'm probably at least moderately okay with that. Put Han back. Hey, there's a better card. He tried to take He's All Yours Bounty Hunter into hand. So his bridge is there this time. So there's the one hidden weapons. Projective. Cad Bane, Dr. Iponda Baba, Aura Singh, Stunning Leader. Stunning Leader, okay. So I may need a shield for that. It's not going to be the most exciting game to watch, I'm going to think. Oh, so he's going to spend 2 force to take away my last force. So I cannot play like a barrier or something right now. Or grab whatever interrupt he's about to play. He's going to drop Hondo. And he's going to use Hondo to get Aura Singh. Nice. Does he have anybody to go with them? He's got Greedo, so Greedo's going to cost me one to fire weapons, which I no longer have. Alright, that's annoying, but not entirely unexpected. I'm still immune to less than 6. He's not drawing this. Well, he's got 1/6 floating in those 20 cards. That could be problematic. But now comes the $64,000 question. Does he have the first strike? He does not. He's just going to battle. He's got nothing to retrieve. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Aura's going to shoot. I will blaster deflect that. Oh, because Scum is with Despair. He's got so much more power. I was like, why does he have so much more power? I like 2s, so I'm down by 10. If we can pick up a 4 or 5 here, that's not too many cards we're peeling. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. So peel 9 cards or keep Luke. To keep Luke. All cards are immune. They're all immune? Why are they all immune? Oh, because they're all aliens from the objective. Well, that's just terrible. Alright, guess we're peeling 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Ah, we lost a blaster. It's okay. Ten force. 10 force is no good. Well, we can clash Aura, so he can't shoot again. And if I dropped Chewie, I could cancel Greedo's text, so then I could fire for free. But then I won't have enough to clash and battle. And I'm sure he's going to use Broken Concentration, because it's once per turn he can use 2 force to cut me down. So I'm only really working with 9. So we might have to get... He's got it disarmed too. Alright, well that's just annoying. Alright, we're losing this game too. So we're going 2-10 this month. Yeah, we're swinging for Hondo. I don't know why. I should have swung at Greedo. Alright, I get off the hook. There's a slim chance I miss Hondo by drawing 2 1s. Obviously, you can't miss Greedo, and the difference in our forfeits is pretty minimal. Don't have to sorry about the mess. Maybe I should have drawn the card with Ray first to find out what it was. Hey, there's a sorry about the mess. Now we're just hoping he draws low. That's not low enough. I guess we'll have to lose Luke. And freaking Greedo's immune. Oh, that's annoying. We're getting hosed over here on these Destiny draws. We are getting hosed on Destiny draws. Well, he's only got 6 cards in hand, and Aura can't move or battle. We go through all that work to save Luke, and then he gets disarmed and dies anyway. If he plays the second disarm, I just concede right now. Oh, there it is on the top of the deck. Has he got 3? 3 would be excessive, but you know what? You never know. CCT flip is better than court. Yeah, court space is much more efficient. I agree with that. But CCT having access with IG to some of those key tricky interrupts, certainly beneficial. Although it's usually a little more challenging. Not really much more challenging because you just put Fett down with the blaster and then just move, right? Yeah, but Prophet gives him a head start with a couple extra aliens there. On the flip side, though, of course, he's not digging through all his cards. So he gets He's All Yours Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter draws 1 if unable to otherwise, moves for free. Or he can stop me shooting a bounty hunter that's escorting a captive. Okay. Zam is fine. Zam's the one I don't care about. And there's Balatic. That's fine. Because he's got one more guy in his hand behind them. And if I barrier him, then he just broken concentrations me, and then I can't swing, and then nobody dies because I draw another 1. So, this may not have been the... I don't necessarily want to say it's a bad matchup. It's certainly a unique matchup. It certainly does present some interesting things. Obviously, he's got some good key cards for it with... oh, he's just going to... And he's just going to draw. So he's just going to fortify and draw. Then I'm going to draw that card with Ray. It was my... Son of a... I knew I should have taken it last turn. No, I needed the force where it was. Han's still frozen. I can just pull R2, throw him there, and then move Ray over. If... Big if. I don't activate him. now we're kind of getting beat on every different part of the board here. Let's use our once per game and see if R2 is in there. R2 is not in there. Our Destiny's pretty solid, pretty strong. But I don't have Leia's gun. I lost it. If I had Leia's gun, I might feel a little better about trying to do some crazy goofiness. And he just drew a bunch of cards. Alright, so looks like we're going for broke at this site. Let's grab a card, see if it helps. Maybe next turn. He saved one force. If he were to stunning leader, it would exclude these two. It would be Chewie against Greedo and Zam. He'd outpower me slightly. Let's cancel Greedo's game text. Oh, that's an interesting pickup. I wouldn't get to retrieve anything, but is now the time to play that card. Probably not, because I'm probably going to get battled back. We're going to exclude Aura Singh. No retrieval. Yep. I naturally have to use 2 force. And now we have to kill Greedo, so he can play the second one. No, or it's not to the end of this turn. Hey! Woo! A 7! Everybody dies! And he just drew a 2. I think I'm actually going to lose Leia in this situation, because I doubt I'm going to get to be able to keep retrieving. And Chewie might actually cancel somebody useful's game text, like that Dr. Yavazan bastard if he shows up. Oh, I have to lose 2 force from Zam. Oops. That's the 7 I just drew for Destiny. We'll just top deck 2, because, yeah. Well, he's got the prince. I'll give him another character to work with. But he's still a leader, so he'll still be excluded. Now I'm thinking about scenarios in which he can offensively play Stunning Leader and keep Chewie isolated by forfeiting guys this way. Smarter play probably would have been to lose Chewie, because now, almost regardless, I'm going to lose Chewie in this battle, but I was definitely nervous about a Dr. Evazan. Appearance. Yeah, the 7 was good. I think that's going to be a too little too late scenario, but, I'll take it. It's a small victory, right? Sometimes you need some things like that, kind of get some momentum going. Jabba's Haven. Well, he just retrieved Greedo, so he can't Jabba's Haven to take Greedo back, thankfully. He could get Nal Hutta out of the deck if he wanted to. But now what does he do? Alright, he's going to deploy the Prince. Power less than 4. Mighty Jabba. I gotta read what this guy does. With your alien leader adds 1 battle destiny, but he's power less than 4, so I could cancel his game text. But he would battle and retrieve, and that would be the rest of his force spent. Then Aura gets a shot at one of them. She needs to draw 4. It's kind of a coin flip there. He will not spend the force. Aura's going for Chewie. That will miss, because he is armor 4. Why is it not letting me use his ability? Is Jabba not power less than 4 now? Oh, he's power... That's from Jabba's prize. Did I screw that up? Nope. Well, Jabba's prize is that audience share. So I just should have just realized he was getting a power bonus from somewhere else. So he's power plus 3. So then, yes, I should have barriered him. Okay. Yeah. Too many different modifiers coming from different places. We're going to redraw that. Sometimes that's the problem with alien decks. They get so many helper cards. It's hard to keep track of what's going where. I could have just clicked on the card because GEMP would have done the math for me. And in fact, I probably did click on the card to read what he actually does. Didn't actually read the side of his text, so minus points to me. Now we're just hoping he draws 2 low destiny. Well, at this point in time, I might as well draw that card. Maybe it'll be helpful. Nope, not helpful at all. He needs to draw a character. That's not it at all. That's probably a good game. Alright, so not reading the cards. Always a good lesson. RTFC. Hey, at least he kills somebody else. So he's going to have one guy there by himself. And he knows I just took Luke into hand. He'll lose Jabba, keep the prince. Yeah, we're losing this game. But that's okay. We're going to have at least one or two more turns of fun. And then we're going to put put June to bed and roll on to July. Haha, joke's on you. I can still deploy R2 there. If I don't activate him. This card's useless. Let's try and deploy Bo Shuda, shall we? Hey, R2 is in there. Lando's in there too, but... Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Of course it's worth it. What else are we going to do? Uta Guta to get Greedo, who will deploy for 1. I'm out of weapons. He's actually outpowering me. How sad is that? Because of the prize. Just because I can. Yeah, we're done. Good game. This stopped being fun 3 turns ago. Congratulations, Andy. You picked a good deck and played it well. And we're going to delete all these old decks and just stop taunting myself with them. And yeah, actually put together some good lists for July and try to do better. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight's show. Just reading the chat. Thanks, Dan, for all the text there about what the Java's Prize Despair interaction is with Java. I get my 12th game, so I get my 2 copies of my Count Dooku foil now, which I'm going to give to myself because I think I deserve them. But that's going to do it for tonight's show. Wednesday night, Hollow Theater, Dan special guest. I think it's me. I don't know. We'll find out. He'll announce it, I'm sure, in the on the old Twitter thingy majigger. Um, but yeah, that'll do it. And we'll be back next Monday night. We'll reveal the July OCS foil next Monday night, along with one of the 2 foils for the upcoming online play week. We'll reveal the second foil the following week. Hope everybody manages to get their last game in. You have the clock is counting down here. Just under 23 hours coming up on left to play. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking with it. And we'll check back. Guest this week is Scott Lingerell with guest host Justin Desai. So Dan bumped me again. Okay. So 0 for 3. All right. And thank you, Informant, for renewing your Twitch Prime subscription. We always appreciate that. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you in July.